Good sportsmanship is one of the primary services of the high school interscholastic athletic program. Our athletes recognize their judgment calls are made in good faith, and they must abide by the decision of the official. Spectators can support their high school interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory or intemperate remarks or cheering. We hope you'll enjoy the game and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, rise to your feet. First, we'll have a word of prayer by Ms. Izzy LeBlanc, junior here and emotional leader of the FCA Community High School, followed by the national anthem of the CHS.
We will all take a moment to bow our heads in prayer. Lord, please bless these players tonight. Allow them to work in unison and give them strength and courage. Help everyone remain civil and keep their tempers under control. Lord, please prevent injuries from occurring and keep their minds focused. Thank you, Lord, for giving them an opportunity to play tonight. We love you and all your glory. In your name we pray. Amen.
Once again, welcome here to Roger K. Brothers Memorial Gymnasium. Our first contest tonight, the Lady Bulldogs of Clay County versus your community Viqueens. Starting lineups first for the Lady Bulldogs. Number 24, Ella E. Number 23, Michael Walker. Number 3, Natalie Smith. Number 11, Haley Pierce. And number 22, Brooklyn Scott. Number 0, Silver, number 30, Anna President. At 4, June, number 5, Brooklyn Young. At 4, June, number 11, Alyssa White. And at dog, sophomore, number 14, Madison Hill. Michael McCurdy, Nancy Thompson, and Wood. And Cody.
So with that, we have the starting lineups for tonight. I want to welcome everyone into the Roger Kemp Brothers Gymnasium here in Unionville, Tennessee, where we're about to have the Clay County Lady Dogs tip it off with your Community Viqueens. There's the tip, and Maxie has it. So Community with the first possession, starting as Maxie, Haskins, Yos, White, and Hill. Haskins with it at the top of the key. She'll dribble over, kick it to Hill. Now it's over to Yos at the top. Haskins will swing it around the horn. Haskins drives, kicks. Maxie comes off the screen, thought about it, gets it out for three. Hill. And that one will not get the friendly roll. Rebound goes out to Clay County. Garrison will bring it for the Lady Dogs. And now they have it at the top of the key. That is to number 3, Smith. And Smith with a lot of contact there on number 24, Eads. But no foul was called, and now a travel has been issued on number 23, Baylor Walden, the senior. So the ball will go over to Community. 7:07 to go here in the first. We're just underway. We have no score. Yost looking low, and that one deflected away as White could not get it, but luckily Hill able to manage to keep it for Community. Desperately trying to free up White underneath. Now Yost head fake, and a foul is going to be called. So Yost on the drive, draws contact. And the foul will be on Halen Garrison, the junior. That is her first. Haskins with it, drives baseline, puts it up. That one's short, rebound, she gets her own. It'll stay with the Viqueens. Yost swings it around the horn. Maxie thought about it, gets it down to White. White has it knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the purple and gold. Inbound right to Haskins. Haskins drives, kicks, Yost, three. That one too strong, but rebound. Well, it was originally contained by White, but then pulled away by the Lady Dogs. So back with it comes Clay County. Scott will swing it over. And Natalie Smith with it as she comes off the screen. Now they kick it out to the right wing. Drive, puts it up, and puts it in. So number 24, the senior, Ella Eads, breaks the seal on this one as she gets the first points. And it's quickly 2-0 in favor of the visitors. Hill with it, swings it to Yost down in the corner. Hill to the top of the key. Haskins thought about it, head fake, and she's going to be called for a travel, as indeed she shuffled the feet. So Clay County with it. 5:35 to go here in the first. 2-0 in favor of the Dogs. So Smith swings it across. Open three. That one's going to be short. So number 23, Walden, off the mark. And now here come the Viqueens off and running. Haskins with it. Swings it around to Maxie. Maxie to Hill. Hill thought about driving in the paint, but was cut off by Walden. Now gets it to Maxie. Thought about the three, and now back to the top of the key. Yost with it, looks down low, and a foul's going to be called. That one on number 22, Brooklyn Scott, is too much contact on number 11, White.
Number 22, Brooklyn Scott, her first, team second.
Long three, yes! So Haskins gets the Viqueens on the board and also gives them the lead, 3-2. Smith drives in, puts it up, too strong, rebound will stay with him, and that is put back in by number 22, Brooklyn Scott. So Scott with her first points of the evening, and the score now 4-3 back in favor of the Lady Dogs. Yost, top of the key, looks to White, kicks it back out. Yost, boom! The three! And Community regains the lead 6-4. Scott will bring it up, looking over to the bench. as Walker gives her the play. There's the drive, kick, puts it up in the paint. That one wide of the mark. So Scott could not get that one to go, and back with it come the Viqueens. Trying to push. Haskins, three. That one's short of the mark. Rebound is going to be corralled there by Walden as she is shoved out of bounds. So Maxey will be called for the foul as Walden got the rebound and then was pushed out of bounds. So Clay County with it as they trail by 2. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight on the broadcast. Walden, nice move, can't finish. Good defense there, back with it the other way. Maxey, Hill, Yost, Haskins, three, thought about it, draws baseline, finds a wide open White, lays it up and in. So Alyssa White off the glass, and we've doubled them up. The score now 8-4. Nice look into the paint, but that was knocked away by Maxey. It's finally contained by Hill. We'll come back with it the other way. 3:23 to go. Maxey, Haskins, looking down low to White. She shoved, and that will be on the floor, I believe. We shall wait and see. So Scott called for the infraction, her second. And now coming into the basketball game for Clay County will be number 44, Kalia Crawford. Also checking in for the Viqueens will be Savannah Pearson. Yost with it. Swings it to the right. Haskins thought about it. Now they'll get it down into the corner to Pearson. Haskins looks for White, and that one is off the mark as it goes off of her fingertips and goes out of bounds. So 3:03 to go here in the first, 8-4 in favor of the purple and gold. So again, bringing it up to junior Natalie Smith. And coming up to set the pick is Walden, but she does not come off that screen. Puts it up, puts it in. So a nice shot there by number 3, Natalie Smith, the junior. And the score now 8-6. Quickly back the other way, Pearson. Yost, head fake. Now she'll kick it to Pearson. Pearson, long three. Bottom! The 3-point basket. Savannah Pearson from another zip code. And it's 11-6. But quickly back with it. Clay County to answer the three. That one too strong. And rebound is still contained. Scott tries to put it up, and she is fouled. So, number 3, Natalie Smith fouled on the rebounded shot. And she will go to the line. So Haskins quickly picks up her second foul. And I imagine that, well, they're going to substitute actually for Maxey. So Maxey will come out, and into the ball game back is number 14, Madison Hill. So apparently that foul was on the floor, but a nice rebound there, lays it up and lays it in. So a nice basket there by Kalia Crawford, the sophomore, and the score now 11-8. Haskins thought about it, head fake, draws baseline, and she's going to lose it out of bounds. So good defense there by the Lady Dogs, as the score now is 11-8. 2 minutes to go. Nice pick. Walden thought about it. Gets it out there for three. Head fake. Puts the shot up. Yes. Excellent shot there by the senior, number 24, Ella Eads. As she went with a head fake, drove baseline, put it up, and puts it in. 11-10 now. The deficit cut to 1 as they get it down to White. White puts it up, and the kiss off the glass. 13-10 as quickly the Lady Dogs come back with it the other way. Bringing it up is Smith. Now it's over on the left wing. Walden comes up, tries to set a screen, but instead they'll pass it back over to Natalie Smith. And now it's at the top of the key. Kalia Crawford with it. And just newly into the game, I believe, is Harrison is back in. Garrison. 13-10, 1:05 to go. Walden thought about setting the screen, but they won't roll off of it. Give back to her. And now a three, and that one is way off the mark. But rebound will stay with the Lady Dogs. Excellent rebound there by Crawford. And now a travel has been called on number 24, Eads. So Haskins will have a seat. Checking in will be number 21. That is Sarah Flanagan, the junior. And apparently Clay County could not get Adams in time, as she is still sitting down at the scores table. Pearson with it on the right side. 45 seconds to go here in the first. Drives in the paint, kicks it out. Flanagan with it. Now she'll drive around the screen. Now she'll bring it back out. Yo's with it. Looks slow to White. White kicks it across. Pearson quickly covered, and a timeout has been called by Coach Pierce, or at least Coach Pierce is waving as he is trying to signal that he did not call it. And now the official said, yes, I thought I heard you call it, so what's it going to be? So will a timeout be issued or not? The officials will gather off to my left. So no timeout to be called there, and inbounding will be Hill to the left of the scores table here. So she'll give it to Pearson in the backcourt, back over to Hill. 30 seconds, 13-10, three-point lead by the Viqueens. Pearson coming off the screen of Yost. Pearson could pop it. She will. That one too strong. Rebound is going to go with Crawford. Crawford brings it up, 13 seconds. Now swings it over to Eads. Eads thought about it. Now she'll back it out. They're going to hold for the last shot, I suppose. Eads drives, lays it up, and that one goes wide of the mark. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Dogs with 1.7 seconds as Moore and Pridmore will enter into the game for the Viqueens. So a little bit of defense here in this last 2 seconds. Technically 1.7 here in the first quarter, 13-10. Inbounding will be Crawford. Looking and gets it inbounded to Garrison, but I guess Garrison was not aware of the time as she did not get a shot off. So we have played one here in Unionville. Home team leads at 13-10. You're watching Viqueen basketball on the Ball Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Viqueens this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
Welcome back in. Second quarter action about to get underway. 13-10 our score in favor of the Community Viqueens. I want to take a quick minute. I know the Huntland games did not get broadcasted live, and I was out of pocket, and appreciate all the kind words as I was dealing with a medical emergency the other night with my son. So thanks to everyone that has reached out. It is appreciated, the thoughts and the prayers. So back to the ball game. 7:45 to go here in the first half. 13-10 in favor of Community. Garrison has that one knocked away. Actually, she lost it out of bounds. So it will go off of her and will belong to the purple and gold. Pridmore to inbound. So we come out with Pridmore, Haskins, Maxey, White, and Yost. Haskins with it on the left wing. Haskins, top of the key. Yost, try to get it low. Now Pridmore beyond the arc. Bottom! From way out, number 30, Morgan Pridmore. And the score now 16-10. So big points off the bench as Clay County will swing it around the horn. Three-pointer, the answer, and that one way over the mark as that one was missed by number 44, Kalia Crawford, the sophomore. And quickly they will push it the other way. Haskins, head fake, drives, puts it up, and that one rolls off the rim. Rebound goes to number 11, Halen Garrison, and she'll come back with it the other way. Garrison drives, and I thought she traveled, and yes, sir, she did. So a traveling call, and into the basketball game will be number 14. That is Madison Hill. Maddie Maxey will have a seat. 6:46 to go here in the second. 16-10, our score in favor of the home squad. Lazy pass there, and that is intercepted quickly and put up. So 2 points there for Ella Eads, the senior. She read that one all the way. Excellent defense by Eads, and she gets an easy 2. The score now 16-12. Yost with it, gets it down. White looking along the baseline. They finally get it out to Haskins, who drives, leaves it for Hill, and now at the top of the key. Yost will swing it around, looking low. Dangerous pass. Pridmore from the elbow, thought about it, head fake, drives down, gets it over to Haskins. Haskins thought about the baseline, picked up her dribble, gets it out to Hill. Now Yost has got it back at the top of the key, and she will get it down low. White, no, it's Pridmore, puts the shot up, too strong off the back of the iron, and rebound goes to number 3, Smith, and they'll bring it back the other way. Three-pointer, that one's short of the mark, and rebound is going to go to Community, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it's off the knee, and actually they're going to give it to Clay County. So into the basketball game will be number 2, Savannah Pierce. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Scott, the sophomore, will come back into Clay County. Interesting to note that she does have already 2 fouls on her. So 5:43 to go here in the first half, 16-12. Clay County with it. Eads thought about it, and now she'll get it out to the top of the key. Now driving down, and excellent defense. That one rims out. Good shot there by Smith. It hit every part of the rim that it possibly could, but it just would not go down. Yost, 3, short, rebound, stays with Community. White gets it out. Haskins swings it to the top. They get it back to White. White dribbles in, puts it up, won't go. Rebound is loose. It should stay with Community, and it does. So now back into the game for the Lady Dogs will be number 11, Halen Garrison, the junior. Checking out will be number 44, Kalia Crawford. So the sophomore will have a seat, and Pearson will inbound underneath, gets it to Hill. Hill hanging it along the free throw line, gives it over to Yost. Yost swings it all the way across to Pearson. Pearson lost it momentarily, but luckily it was picked up by Haskins. Haskins, Yost, wide open 3, and that one rims out. Rebound will stay with Community. Good job by Pearson. Hill, Haskins. Haskins thought about going baseline. Now she'll kick it back out to Hill at the top. Pearson, three-pointer. And that one is short of the mark. And back with it come the Lady Dogs. They've got the numbers. Pull up. Yes. Excellent shot there by number 3, Natalie Smith. And now the deficit is only 2. Back the other way with it. 16-14 is the Community lead. Yost, Pearson. Corner, Hill, over to Haskins, three-pointer, and that one will not go. Ball is loose and is going to be rebounded by number 24, Eads, as she will push it across. Three-pointer, that one off the mark, so Garrison cannot get it to go down, and back with it comes Community. Under 4 minutes to go now here in the first half. Yost, Pearson thought about it, head fake, drives baseline, puts it up. That's too strong. Rebound goes to number 11, Garrison. And now Garrison will push it for the Lady Dogs. Swings it over in the right corner to Eads. Now back to the top. Smith with it. Trying to get some form of a play set up here. As Eads was going baseline, now they will come up high. Thought they might have been trying to set a screen, but instead they will just swap who was at the point there. Now Garrison, and that one was poke checked away quickly by Pearson, but regained by number 24, Ella Eads. Now she'll drive into the paint, puts it up. That one too strong off the back of the iron. Ball is loose. Oh, and a takedown, as there was a lot of contact underneath. And Mr. Official will give credit for that infraction to number 24, Ella Eads. That is her first. And now coming out of the game for the Viqueens will be Madison Hill, checking back in number 0, Maddie Maxey. So we are at the 3-minute mark. Community with the 2-point lead. Haskins with it on the left side. Over to Yost, top of the key. Pearson, they'll swing it. Maxey, nice head fake, dribbles in, puts it up, and lays it in off the glass. So Maxey with 2 points there, and the score now 18-14. Back with it is Natalie Smith. She'll swing it over onto the left wing. Eads got it to Garrison. Now it's back over to Eads. They'll swing it all the way around the horn to 3, and that was in. Nice shot. Natalie Smith from beyond the arc. And now Community with the slimmest of leads. It's 18-17. Maxey will bring it up. It's got to be someone open. They were double teaming up top, and White cannot contain it, as Smith was playing some excellent defense there. Now another 3. That one's short of the mark. So Ella Eads cannot get that one to go. Quickly back with it. Pearson gets it to Maxey. Over to Yost at the top. Maxey with it on the right wing. Swings it all the way across court. Haskins 3. Bang! Anna Haskins. And the score now 21-17. 1:40 to go here in the first half. They will hand it over to Garrison. She will set it up. Guarded closely by Haskins. And now, I believe 3 seconds was called, as I do not see that a foul was issued. So checking in now for Community will be number 30, Morgan Pridmore. And having a seat will be number 11, Alyssa White. Maxey will bring it up. Haskins with it on the left wing. 21-17 the advantage for the Viqueens. Yost, 3. That one off the mark. Rebound is going to go with Clay County. And quickly they'll come back with it the other way. Smith going to push, puts it up, and that one is an errant shot, as that one just hits backboard, nothing else. And now we have a tie-up, and that possession arrow will belong to the purple and gold. So checking in for the Viqueens will be number 21, that is Sarah Flanagan, and number 25, Hayden Moore. 1:04 to go here in the second quarter. Now Clay County going to come with a lot of pressure. That one was knocked away by Garrison, but quickly they get it to Flanagan, trying to get it across the timeline. Flanagan lost control of the ball, but luckily got it over to Maxey. Maxey gives it to Haskins. Haskins with it. Maxey swinging around the horn. Flanagan on the left wing. 43 seconds. And I would imagine we'll try to waste as much time as we can unless we get just a completely wide open shot here. Flanagan drives. Hands off to Maxey. Back to the top of the key to Haskins. Now 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Maxey will swing it over to Moore. Pridmore at the elbow. And she'll swing it over to Flanagan. Flanagan gives it back to Pridmore. Maxey will back it out. 19 seconds now. Flanagan with it. Flanagan drives. And now she'll give it over to Pridmore. Pridmore, top of the key to Maxey, and they'll set up a play. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Maxey drives, puts the shot up, draws the foul, but cannot get the basket to go, and I guess a charge is going to be called. Didn't think there was much of a push off there. And I'm not sure the defender had good position there as well. But the offensive foul is called. 5 seconds to go. So Haskins will have a seat. Quickly, 3 seconds. They drive. Shot goes up, and that foul is going to be a shooting foul as Ella Eads puts the shot up. She cannot get it to go, but she will go to the line. So Pridmore draws her first foul of the evening, and we only have 0.4 of a second remaining. So the free throws will pretty much do it for this first half. First one is up and good. Our score now 21-18. So we await the second free throw. It is up and good as well. So excellent job there by number 24, Ella Eads. There's the inbound, and that brings us to the half. So we have played one half of basketball here in Unionville, Tennessee, with our score, the home team 21, Clay County 19. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Viqueens this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Viqueens this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you belong. It's your people, your school, and your community. That's why I'm proud to support our community Vikings and Viqueens this season. Even if I can't shoot like them, I can still sell your house.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
So welcome back in. About to get the second half underway with our score 21-19 in favor of the home squad. And Clay County will have possession to open up the third frame. And here we go. So Walden hands it over to number 3, Smith. And she has it at the top of the key. Gets it over here to number 24, Eads. Back to Smith. Now to Garrison. Swinging it on the left wing. Eads drives. Nice look, but unfortunately the pass was too hot to handle, and it goes out of bounds, a turnover. So a nice spot, but couldn't complete it. And the Viqueens with it. The starting 5 back in for Community as Maxie has it at the top of the key. Hill with it on the left. Try to come off the screen. 3. That one in and out. Rebound is loose. And Clay County has it, and now they will come back with it. Number 3, Smith, leading the charge. Pass it over to Eads. Eads, head fake, tries to drive in the paint. She does. Nice pass, but for some reason it was not put up immediately, and then it was blocked, and now a foul is going to be called. Or was it a tie-up? And it was a tie-up, and it'll go over to Community. Not sure why Scott didn't pull the trigger on that shot underneath. It was a beautiful pass from number 24, Eads. So a missed opportunity there. Yost swings it. Maxie thought about it, gets it low, up and in, won't go. Rebound, this time, yes. So the kiss off the glass. Madison Hill. So the Mad Dogs scores against the Dogs, and the score now 23-19. Walden, jumper. That one too strong. Rebound, I thought she was over the back, and no call was made as the bucket was put in by number 22, Brooklyn Scott. Looked like she reached over a little bit, but the official's going to let him play. The score now 23-21 with 6:15 to go in the third. Yos cross to Maxie for 3, and that one off the back of the iron. Ball is loose, picked up by Hill. Maxie is trying to get it to wide, and that one is being knocked around like a volleyball, and finally they get down on the deck. And the ball should belong to Clay County, and indeed it does. So good effort by Natalie Smith to get on the floor. Clay County with it with exactly 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lady Dogs trail by 2 as Smith has it, gets it over to Garrison. Garrison gets it to Eads. Now back to Garrison. Garrison will drive into the paint. She's cut off. Now she'll put it up. But a 3-second violation has been called. I'm assuming that may have been against Natalie Smith as she was down into the paint for quite some time. So the turnover. Maxie with it. Corner, Haskins to Hill. That went off the back of the iron, and rebound going to go to Walden. Garrison quickly gets it out to Eads, who will swing it across the horn. Smith waiting for Garrison to come through. Behind the back pass, and the no look goes into the stands. So that one cannot be handled by Walden. Not sure that she was even expecting it. So Yos will inbound. Maxie will bring it up. 5:15 to go in the third. 23-21 in favor of the Viqueens. Good defense by Eads to deny Haskins from getting it. Now Maxie down in the corner. Fakes, puts it up, and puts it in. Nice drive on the baseline. And Maddie Maxie gets 2 points. 25-21. 4-point lead for the Viqueens. Smith will swing it over to Eads. Now back to Smith. Had an opportunity for a 3. Chose not to take it. Eads dribbles behind the back into the paint and runs into a wall. Excellent defense there by number 11, Alyssa White. And I believe a timeout is going to be called by Clay County, and it is. So we'll take the timeout with them. 4:37 to go here in the third. 25-21. You're watching Viqueen basketball on the Ball Network. So again, 25-21. Yost with it. Inbounds. Maxey, corner. Gets it out the top of the key. Swings it over to Haskins. Haskins drives, puts it up, and that one hits the rim. Rebound by White, will not go. And Clay County comes away with it. So the Lady Dogs push. Smith finds Garrison down into the corner, and she's hemmed up. Gets it out to a wide open Smith. 3, too strong. And rebound underneath. It's going to stay with, a block. As Walden tried to put it up, and I believe she took a shot to the nose. As I thought she may have, and yes, indeed, I believe she is bleeding. A 3 goes in, but I'm sorry, all my attention was over on Walden, as she was popped pretty good, as her rebounded shot was denied by Alyssa White. So Pearson will check in, and Hill will have a seat. And then in for Walden, I believe, was number 22, Brooklyn Scott. I was trying to catch who entered into the game there. And now they're giving some attention to the basketball off to my right. As again, Walden took a pretty good shot in the nose. I believe she had a bloody nose from what I could tell, as she's being attended to now. So also into the game, it may have been 44 Crawford, as Clay County now has their 5 out there. We resume play. Eads drives, kicks it to Smith. Smith over to Crawford. Now to Scott. Scott has it top of the key to Smith. Wide open. Crawford, 3, and that one just short of the mark. Rebound. Maxey will come back with it the other way. 28-21. Last trip down was a 3. Yost. Bang! Brooklyn Yost! And now Community with the largest lead of the night. It has grown to 10. It is 31-21. And a timeout will go to Clay County. So we will take the timeout with them. 3:09 to go here in the third quarter. 10-point lead. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network. And we are back, third quarter action. Viqueens with their largest lead of the night. It is 10, 31-21, as Clay County is with it. Eads rolls off the screen. She's cut off, gets a 3 out. Smith, and that one off the mark. Rebound goes to Yost. So Brooklyn Yost will bring it up. Haskins that's Haskins in the corner. Will swing it across to Pearson. Pearson back out to Maxey. Highly contested by Garrison. Excellent defensive job by her. Now Yost with it. Haskins, left wing. And Community starting to slow things down a little bit. 2:25 to go here in the third with the 10-point lead. Pearson picked up her dribble, and an air to throw. That pass is intercepted. Intercepted by Scott. And Scott will bring it down, kicks it over to Eads for 3. Yes. Nice three-pointer by number 24, the senior, Ella Eads. And under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Our score now 31-24. So Clay County will not go away, as Eads from way out tries to narrow this thing. Haskins, Yost, Maxey with it. Now Pearson on the right wing down in the corner. Now they'll get it to the top of the key. Swings it. Pearson. And a lot of contact down low. I believe the foul is going to be credited to Scott, but we shall see. So the third foul on Scott as Pridmore checks in for the Viqueens. And Tyler Adams, the freshman, in for Clay County. Pearson thought about it, Head fake, and now she's hemmed up in the corner, picked up her dribble, but luckily we're able to get out of that jam. Gives it over to Maxie from Pridmore. Now back to Pridmore. Head fake, drives, puts it up, and that one's short of the mark. Rebound is going to go to Eads, and they'll get it out to Smith. Smith will drive it and gives it to a trailing Eads for three. That one off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Maddie Maxey. 1 minute to go here in the third. 31-24. Dangerous pass there as it finds its way into the hands of Haskins. Yos pulls up, shot, bottom. The little two-point jumper just beyond the free throw line. And our score now 33-24 in favor of the purple and gold. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Eads with it on the left wing. Gets it over to Crawford. Crawford on the right wing to Garrison. Garrison now gives it in the corner to number 3, Smith. She swings it over. Now Eads finds Smith. 3 ball. That one too strong. Crawford puts it up and puts it in. Nobody puts a body on number 44, Kalia Crawford, and she gets the easy 2 points off the glass. 12 seconds. Pearson. Haskins thought about the three. Drives, puts it up. Lays it in, or lays it short, and a foul is going to be called on Pridmore on the rebound with 5 seconds to go. So the second foul there on Morgan Pridmore. And coming out of the game is Maxie and Pearson. And checking in will be Flanagan and Hill for this last 5 seconds. Eads will drive, and she is fouled on her way to the basket. And I am waiting to see, is this going to be on the floor? I thought it was, but there's no time remaining here in the third. So let's see if the officials. So the foul is going to be given to Madison Hill, but no time is remaining here in the third. And now they put back half a second. So Clay County, half a second. Quickly puts it up, and that goes! Nice inbound play to number 3, Natalie Smith, the junior, who puts it up and puts it in, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. So our score, 33-28. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the final fourth quarter. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
And we're back for the fourth quarter. 5-point lead by the home squad. Community with possession to open up this fourth frame. Maxie with it. And she has fouled as she was trying to get the basketball over to Haskins. And the foul on number 11, Garrison. The junior picks up her second foul of the evening. Again, the 5-point lead. Maxie swings it over to Haskins. Haskins was going to drive, but she was cut off by Crawford. Dangerous pass there, almost intercepted by Smith. And now Maxie will have it go off of her. Or no, actually it goes off the defender. It will stay with the Viqueens. So Maxie will inbound. Haskins with it beyond the arc. Haskins comes off a little bit of a screen, but now gives it back to Yost. Yost, Haskins, head fake, drives baseline. She's cut off. We'll swing it back around. And too much contact there. I believe a foul is going to be picked up by Crawford. So the sophomore picks up her first foul, but it's the second team foul of this fourth quarter. Inbound goes to Hill. Hill gives over to Yost. Yost goes back to Hill. Hill with a lot of pressure there by number 11, Halen Garrison. And she's going to be called for her third foul. So a couple of folks in foul trouble somewhat for Clay County, as I have Scott and Garrison both with 3 fouls apiece. Approaching the 7-minute mark. Viqueens lead it by 5. Hill with it on the right. Gives it to a flashing wide up top. Yo's with it. Dribbles down into the paint. Kicks out. Haskins 3 ball. And that one off the mark as it was too strong. And a foul is going to be called as the rebound was reached for by Hill. So Tyla Adams, the freshman, picks up her first. And that pass, an errant pass as it goes beyond Yost. And she fouls number 24, Eads. So at least we do not give up the basket, but she'll go to the line for 2. So Yo's with her first personal, and the free throw is up and good. Now checking in for Clay County will be number 22, so Brooklyn Scott back in. Again, keep in mind she is playing with 3 fouls. Second free throw attempt is up, and it is good. So excellent free throw shooter, number 24, Ella Eads, the senior. And the score now 33-30 in favor of the Viqueens. And Hill gets hemmed up in the corner, taken away. That one's short, and actually was lucky to get her own rebound, and now a timeout has been called by Community. So we'll take a quick one with them. 6:36 to go here in the fourth and final frame. We lead at 33-30. You're watching Viqueen basketball on the Ball Network. So 6:36 to go in this one, barring any overtime period, as Community leads at 33-30. And the timeout by Coach Pierce, I'm assuming to try to settle things down and telling him, do not pick up your dribble in the corners. So Maxey with it, gives it to Hill. Yo's up with it on the left wing. She drives down. Maxey with it, swings it to Hill. The ball staying out on the perimeter. Hill grabbed by number 24, Eads. So that will send them to the line, and I was about to make that point, but they make it for me that free throws could be huge here in the fourth quarter. 5th team foul. Meanwhile, Community with only 1 team foul. But you have to hit those free throws, and the first one, unfortunately, will not drop. So Hill to the line for the second attempt. It is up, and it rattles home. And the score now 34-30. So free throws could play a huge role down the stretch as we're in the bonus the rest of the way. Under 6 minutes to go, the 4-point advantage as Garrison thought about the 3. And now she'll get it back out to Smith, and they will set something up. Smith over to Eads. Has Crawford in the corner, ignores her. Garrison pops 3, and that one way off the mark. Ball is loose, but finally picked away by Hill, who got it to Yost, and Yost gets it back out to Madison Hill. Now she picks up her dribble, and that pass intercepted. Intercepted by Garrison. Garrison's caught off by Yost. Good defense there. The shot is missed. Rebound goes Crawford. Crawford just throws it out of bounds. I was waiting to see what the decision was going to be. And she throws that one long and out of bounds. And back into the game is number 23, Baylor Walden, the senior. Good to see that young lady back out there after taking a pretty good shot to the face in the first half. And a foul is going to be called. So, again, that will bring us down to the other end for some attempts at the charity stripe. So, Natalie Smith, a junior, with her first personal foul. But, again, more importantly, we go to the stripe. And Hill, again, will be able to have an opportunity to knock down a couple. 5:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. And that first free throw will not go. Hit quite a bit of the rim, but just would not rattle home. Hill for her second attempt. And it is up, and that one will rattle in. So the benefit of one of those, the score now 35-30. 5:20 to go. Garrison with it. Hands off. Eads. She's cut off. Excellent defense there by Hill. Drives into the paint, and a pass is intercepted by Yos. That one was intended for number 23, Walden, but excellent defense. And now we've given it back away to Clay County. Crawford, and it was blocked by Yos, but actually she's going to be called for a foul. So Crawford will go to the line. So Yos picks up her second foul, and that is the second team foul. And now to the free throw line, and I have not seen Clay County miss a free throw yet, as into the ball game will be number 21, Sarah Flanagan. So Crawford will go to the line for her second attempt, and meanwhile the score 35-31, and that free throw is good. So Clay County hanging around as we approach the 5-minute mark, 35-32. A lot of pressure there as Haskins trying to dribble out of it. Now she's pinned under her own basket. Now finally breaking away with it is Flanagan, who gives it to Yos. And we're fortunate to get across the timeline as Maxey drives, and a foul is called. The basket goes up and in, but the foul is going to be on the floor. Doesn't matter either way, as that will send her to the line. So we need to gain the 2 points back that we just gave up, and a free throw again off the mark. 35-32 as Crawford just made two. Maxey trying to hit her second attempt, and that one does not go. So 35-32, the score remains. Free throws, again, crucial for both squads. Garrison with it. Comes off the screen by Crawford. Now they'll swing it around the horn. Garrison back with it, and she traveled. Yes, sir. Garrison quite often will come off the screen and take the ball at the top of the key and shuffles her feet. She's been called a couple of times tonight, and a couple of times she's gotten away with it. So the inbound goes to Flanagan. 4:20 to go here in the fourth frame. Maxey with it. Drives, puts the shot up, and it goes. So Maddie Maxey with a quick two, and the score now 37-32. Under 4 minutes. Smith gives it over to Eads. Eads now to Garrison. Garrison back over to Eads. Eads drives in the paint, and a nice look, but just too much on that pass as she was trying to get it across to Baylor Walden underneath on the block, and it was just too hot of a pass. It goes out of bounds, and the turnover goes to the Viqueens. 37-32, and now that ball is loose and goes, I believe, out of bounds. Yes, it did. I had to wait as my view was blocked, but it will go to Clay County, and they call a timeout. So a timeout by head coach Matt Walker, and we'll take one with him. 3:53 to go here in the fourth. 37-32. You're watching Viqueen basketball on the Ball Network. 3:53 to go here in the fourth. We are live at the Roger Kent Brothers Gymnasium in Unionville, Tennessee. Clay County with possession of it. As Smith has it, swings it over to Walden. Walden down in the corner. Eads thought about a head fake, try to go baseline. She was cut off by Yos. Swinging around the top of the horn. Smith now with it. Hot pass collected by Crawford. Now they get it back to Crawford, who gives it to Walden. Walden now dumps off to Garrison. Garrison at the top of the key. Down in the corner to Eads. Eads will swing it across court. Walden, Crawford, three. And that one too strong. It goes through the hands of Yos. Rebounded and a block by number 11, White. But it will stay with Clay County. So Walden with it. Swings over to Smith. Smith gives to Crawford. Swinging it around the horn. Eads drives. Goes around. Puts it up. Counted in a foul. As that one will go. As I believe Alyssa White stuck the knee out. And the contact has been drawn. The basket will go, and she will go to the line. So the old-fashioned three-point play could be completed, and I expect Eads to knock it down, and she does. So number 24, Ella Eads, keeping her team in this one. A lot of pressure from Clay County as that ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Community. A lot of traffic there along the baseline. Meanwhile, the score dwindled down to 37-35. Community still with the edge. Flanagan with it. She'll bring it across the timeline. Under 3 minutes to go now. That pass knocked away, and a foul is going to be called as some contact was made with Yos as she was trying to receive the pass. And that is the third on Ella Eads. So Yos will go to the line, and the visiting crowd off to my right did not like that call as Yos puts down the first free throw. Understandable, but there was contact made. So 38-35. And the second one short of the mark. So only a 3-point lead by Community. 2:50 to go in this one. Smith picks up her dribble, swings it across to Eads. Eads dribbles, puts it up, and that one too strong. Rebound will go to White, and back with it comes Community. Maxie will push. Maxie puts it up, and she is fouled, and she will go to the line for two. I believe Halen Garrison, and that is her fourth foul. So a little bit of foul trouble here with 2:30 to go. And we'll see if first free throw does not rattle home. We will see if head coach Matt Walker see what he decides to do with Garrison here with the last 2 minutes. As that free throw is short of the mark, so two misses, unfortunately. The score remaining 38-35. Smith drives, drew a lot of contact. Nothing goes. Rebound. White has it and will come back with it the other way. 2:17 to go. Looked like a little bit of contact underneath the basket, but nothing was called. Only 3 team fouls for Community in this frame. Maxie swings it across. Nice drive, and an offensive foul is going to be called. I don't know if the screen was moving. Let's see. Was that on White? And it was. So it looked like a moving screen there by Alyssa White. That is only her second, but that is the fourth team foul. And a full timeout called by Coach Pierce. So 2:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. Community with the 3-point lead. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network. So we are back. Exactly 2:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Community leads at 38-35. And we said earlier that free throws down the stretch would be important. And indeed, they have been vital here in the fourth quarter, as Clay County's been knocking them down. And unfortunately, we have not been as blessed from the charity stripe. Under 2 minutes, 3-point lead by the purple and gold. Walden with it. She'll swing it, top of the key. They thought about it. Give to a wide open Smith underneath. So Smith lays it up and in off the glass. And the lead has been dwindled. It cut to one, and a turnover as it is thrown away. Yost throws it in behind Maddie Maxey. So Clay County with it, and now an opportunity to take the lead for the first time since the first half. A 10-point lead has dwindled down to one, 38-37, 1:40 to go. And a foul's been called, an offensive foul, so an illegal screen underneath, set by number 44, Kalia Crawford. And I believe another timeout is going to be called by Coach Pierce. So a 30-second timeout, 1:39 to go. We'll take the break. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network. So you are watching live at the Roger Kent Brothers Gymnasium, where we are trying to hang on to the lead desperately. It is 38-37, Community with the 1-point advantage. Maxey trying to get it underneath, and is at 5 seconds. It was pretty close. Haskins finally has it. She will try to dribble through the traffic, finally gets it across the timeline. Yost with it on the left wing. And a slashing Flanagan is cut off by Smith. And now she picks up her dribble, and the fans clamoring for a travel to be called, and it won't. Yost, three. That one's short. Rebound goes to Smith. So Clay County again with their first opportunity to take the lead in the second half. Walden, three. Oh, and it rims in and out. Rebound goes to number 5, Brooklyn Yost. 1 minute. 1 minute to go here in the fourth. 38-37. And a foul is going to be called as Maxey was trying to come across to her left side. So Maxey will go to the line. I believe the foul credited to Eads, if I looked at that correctly. So now she has 4. And the free throw, good. So Maddie Maxey gives them the 39-37 lead, 54 and a half seconds remaining here in the fourth. The second one, that one too strong. Rebound will go to Clay County. So a 2-point advantage for the purple and gold. Clay County with it. Smith gives to Eads. Eads over to Garrison. Garrison now back over to Eads. Eads, head fake, drives, baseline, drills some contact. Blocked! Excellent defensive play by Maxey. It will go off of her, and it will stay with the Lady Dogs, and they will use the timeout. 36 seconds to go here in the fourth. We'll hope you come back. I know you won't miss it. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network. So 36 seconds to go, 39-37 our score here in the fourth quarter. And Clay County had calling timeout, and I was interested to see if there would be any substitutions on this possession. But I believe he is going to stay with the 5 that he had out there. So Crawford Walden, Smith, Garrison, and Eads, I believe, are going to stay for Clay County. And I would keep an eye on number 24, Eads, as we have 4 team fouls. The next one would send Clay County to the line. Eads with it. Kicks it across. Walden had it at the top elbow. She decides to give off to Smith. Smith now drives, puts it up, and that one off the mark. Rebound is loose, and it is contained by Clay County. 19 seconds to go now. Crawford thought about the three. Gives it to Walden. Walden drives in. Walden across. Eads puts it up and lays it up and in. We're tied. 8 seconds to go. We'll have to push. Maxey with it. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Maxey up for the win, and it will not go. A foul has not been called, and we will go to extras. So we are knotted at 39. We hope you'll join us for overtime. We'll take a fast break. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new
So we are going to tip it off here in overtime, tied at 39 apiece. The overtime, if you're not familiar with it, will only run for 4 minutes, and community will have possession. So Yost with it over to Flanagan on the left wing. Maddie Maxey with it, gives off to Haskins. Haskins to Yost. Community led by as many as 10 at one point. Flanagan drives, but she's cut off. Gives to Maxey. Trying to come off the screen by White. Not much of a screen there. Maxey dribbles it back out. And a foul's going to be called underneath. A shove. And the foul there going to be called on number 23, Baylor Walden. I believe that is only her first personal, believe it or not. So that will send White to the line to try to break up this knot. And she does. The first free throw is up and good. And community with a 1-point lead. The second free throw. Good as well. So 41-39. Two big charity stripe tosses there by Alyssa White. Smith with it. Three, thought about it. Eads drives. Eads into a lot of traffic, and now they're diving for the ball. Clay County with it. Smith across to Crawford. Crawford back to Smith. Smith for three. That one off the mark. Too strong. Rebound goes to Maxey. Maxey is cut off there by Eads. And now she will get it across the timeline. Under 3 minutes to go. Haskins drives, puts it up, lays it in. Excellent drive and the finish by number 3, Anna Haskins. And the score now 43-39 in favor of the purple and gold. Crawford comes off the screen, and that was an illegal one, yes. So the foul called on number 3, Natalie Smith. And I believe that is her third personal. And that one quickly trying to inbound, and the foul is going to be called as Crawford got a little too aggressive on the inbound play. And we will go down to the other end for a couple of tosses. So Crawford, her third personal. And now Haskins will go to the line to try to distance ourselves as the score 43-39. That free throw is short. So free throws, again, the Achilles heel. Haskins to the stripe. And that one rims out too. So 2 missed opportunities there. The score remains 43-39. Smith drives it all the way to the free throw line, then backs it out to Eads. Eads, excellent defense there by Maxey. 3-pointer. That one off the mark, short by Smith. Rebound goes to Maddie Maxey. 2:15 to go here in the overtime. Community with the 4-point lead as Maxey has it on the right wing, picks up her dribble, gives off to Haskins. Haskins with it as we approach the 2-minute mark. She will hand it off. Flanagan had it momentarily, gives off to Yost. Yost at the top of the key, picks up her dribble, then finds Flanagan, who steps. Well, I thought she was going to step out of bounds. Actually, it's a timeout by Coach Pierce. So good timeout there. 1:53 to go here in OT with the Viqueens leading by 4. You're watching the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
So 1:53 to go here in the extra frame. We are in overtime. A 4-point lead by the home squad. So Maxey will inbound. Looking long for Haskins. Haskins has it, puts it up, and that one goes off the back of the rim, and a foul's going to be called. I believe it's going to be against Flanagan, and indeed it is. So Flanagan a little bit of a shove, or maybe over the back, if you will. And we'll go back to the other end, as I believe that is the 5th team foul. As the 4th quarter in overtime, the fouls are combined. And that may be the first missed free throw I've seen them have tonight. So Natalie Smith could not get that one to go down. The junior steps to the line, and that free throw is up and good. So they're back within one possession. It is 43-40 in favor of the Viqueens. And that errant pass is behind Flanagan, and it has been intercepted as Walden had it, and now they will get it across the timeline. Garrison drives, puts it up, and that one off the mark. Rebound is loose. Who's it going to belong to, Mr. Official? It's going to stay with Clay County. 1:31 to go here in overtime. 3-point lead by the Viqueens. Inbound, Eads thought about it. Now she's going to cross dribble, and offensive foul! That one called against number 24, Ella Eads. That is her 5th, and she is done for the night. So that is a huge foul right there, as Ella Eads has been everything tonight that you could ask and more for Clay County, but she has fouled out of this one. So the offensive foul called. So Eads out of this one. Yo's with it, gives to Flanagan. Flanagan drives, puts it up, and off the glass. Great shot there by Flanagan, and the score now 45-40. And that pass has been intercepted as number 5, Tyler Adams, checked into the game. Struggled with that. Community with it. Under a minute to go. 45-40. And we are in no rush, as we just need that clock to keep running. Maxey with it. She'll work her way through. 5-point lead for the Viqueens. 45 seconds remain. Maxey is fouled intentionally by Garrison, and I believe that will be her 5th as well. So Garrison out, and checking in will be number 22, Brooklyn Scott. She's got 3 fouls of her own. And Coach Pierce, I believe, is going to call a timeout before we can get the free throws in. So we'll take it with him. 41 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. 5-point advantage for Community. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network. So welcome back in. 41.9 seconds to be exact here in the overtime. Community with the 45-40 lead and also has possession of the basketball. As Maxie is going to the line for the 2 free throws. And hopefully she'll provide the insurance that we need. The first free throw, that one's short of the mark. So again, struggles continue at the charity stripe. 41 seconds. Maxie toes the line again, the second attempt, and that one too strong. So one was too short, one too much, and the score remains 45-40. Smith kicks it over. Walden thought about the 3, and that pass was almost intercepted. Luckily, it's over here for them in the corner, and Crawford's 3 off the mark. Ball is loose. It's contained by Flanagan. Flanagan gets to Maxie. Maxie loses it momentarily, and a timeout is going to be called by Coach Pierce with 19 seconds to go as she was hemmed up in the corner. We'll take one more break. You're watching Viqueens basketball on the Ball Network. So welcome back in the Roger Kent Brothers Gymnasium in Unionville, Tennessee, where the Viqueens led at one point by as many as 10 and then got it down to just a 1-point lead and now have been able to broaden it back out to 5 points. So our score stands with 19 seconds to go, 45-40, as Community will inbound underneath Clay County's basket. So Maxie will inbound, struggling through, finally gives it over to Yost. Yost picks up her dribble, is double teamed, and a foul has been called immediately. So Walden is the one called for the foul. That is only her second. 18 seconds remain. Yost will go to the line, and she will try to provide a little bit of distance, get us a little bit of insurance, and that one too strong. So again, troubles from the free throw line. 45-40, Yost the second attempt, and that one finds the mark. 18 seconds, 6-point lead, and Clay County going to have to hurry. Smith puts it up, she's fouled. I have no idea why we would play that close and foul with 12 seconds to go, but we're going to send them to the line so they can try to get some points here without time clicking off. So an ideal situation here for Clay County is they can at least put 2 in, and they are going to get the friendly roll on that one. So the score now 46-41. Second free throw. It's up and good as well. So Smith knocks both of them down for the Lady Dogs. Inbound goes, and a foul quickly called on number 44, Crawford. That is her fourth. And we will go down to shoot free throws with 10 seconds remaining. So Haskins to the line, the first one. Finds the bottom of the net, 47-42. And the second one is up, and it rims out, unfortunately. Clay County back with it, but that should do it. Smith puts it up. That one too strong. Rebound goes to White. White gives it over. And ladies and gentlemen, in overtime, that's a winner. So again, your final score from Community. The Viqueens win at 47-42. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the boys' game. We'll hope you'll tune in for that. Again, you've watched a Viqueen winner on the Ball Network.